Alright everyone, welcome back to the Tabletop Core. Thanks for tuning in today for our incursion size battle, which is new for us, I guess, kind of.
Yeah.
So today, what mission are we playing?
Rise of the Machine Spirit.
Out of the GT 2020 mission pack, so we'll be playing a bigger game. How do we score on that one? It's 5 for 1.
Yep. 5 for another 5 for 2, and then another 5 you hold more.
Sure. So, it's got a secondary that neither of us are going to use.
Yeah, it looks very difficult.
Terrible. So the exciting part today is the armies. Today I'm going to be fielding our brand new Studio Army Necrons, right?
They look so pretty.
They're great. They're great. They turned out wonderful. But it's the Indominus box, added 10 warriors. So today we had to take 2 patrols. I'm going to do the Mephrit Dynasty. So the first patrol is going to have an Overlord. He will be my Warlord. What does he have? He has the Thrall of the Silent King, which adds his auras up 3 inches, so we'll get through that. I am taking the Scorpec Lord. I paid 1 extra CP to give him the Mephrit Warlord trait, which is Merciless Tyrant to add a strength and attack. In the troops, I have 15 warriors with the Gauss Flares. Elites, we've got 5 Scorpec Destroyers. And in the fast attack, 2 units of 4 Canoptic Scarabs. And then in the second patrol, I did take a Royal Warden. I paid 1 CP to give him the Relic Gauss Flare, so he'll shoot a little bit better. And then I have 15 more warriors. So that's what I've got. I start with 3 CP because I spent all those in the beginning. What about you?
I'm coming out with the Grey Knights again today. The most models I've ever had on the board with the Grey Knights since we started playing. And recording anyways.
That's
22 total models. Total. Still way less than what the robots have. But anyways, I think I'm pretty excited. I'm trying to test my 2,000 points list. So this is part of, that 2,000 points list I've been working on. It is led by a brother captain. He's the Warlord. He's got the Cyclic Shard for his relic. He is the first to fray for his Warlord trait. He's just basic halberd, but I did give him Psy Cannon.
Nice.
We have another HQ choice, the Chaplain. I really like Chaplains. And they got a little bit better in the Psychic Awakening book we got. So I upgraded him to give him paid for an extra relic. So he's got the Fury of Demos. It's basically rapid fire 3, -1 damage, Stormbolter, basically.
Oh, okay.
It's 30 inches too instead of the 24.
Nice.
He has for his
got a Warlord trait?
No Warlord trait. Litanies. He has Intonement for guidance and Invocation of Focus. And then as far as that's him. I have a unit of Terminators, basic, just bare bones, halberds, and Stormbolters. I have a unit of Paladins. They're still super overexpensive, but I do want to try them. So it's a max 5 squad Paladins. And when I say max, they got everything good they can have, right? So there's 4 Demon Hammers in there, and 2 Psy Cannons. And then their Paragon has this Force Stave. And then I have a unit of Interceptors.
The fast boys.
Yeah, the really fast ones. I don't have the right backpacks on them, but we're going to use them. They all basically have halberds, Stormbolters. And then I have a unit of Purgation Squads. Man, I can't remember everything. Purgation Squads. They have their Psy Cannon unit. And then their sergeant has a
something on it.
Force Stave. So all of my spells will be in the list below.
So you are running a patrol as well.
Yeah, just a patrol. Yep.
And you're at 5 CP to start with.
5 CP because I spent 1 extra for the extra relic.
So your secondaries were Assassinate, Engage on all fronts, and While We Stand We Fight, which units? The Paladins.
The Paladins, and then the 2
characters.
The Paladins, the other unit of Terminators, and then my brother captain.
That's more than a Chaplain? That's crazy.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. So I took the Purge the Vermin from the Necron book, Abhor the Witch, obviously, and While We Stand We Fight. And my While We Stands will be my 2 units of warriors, because they're big, and the Scorpec Lord. So
makes sense.
that's it. Not much else to say. We'll be back after deployment and for the roll-off and to get playing some... I almost said Magic the Gathering, but we're playing Warhammer 40K today.
See you guys there. Alright, so as far as my deployment goes, I kind of... To be honest, I don't have much for plan usually. I just kind of go into this stuff. But I put the tougher guys on the outside of the covers here. So like the Paladins are on the outside here trying to make a run for that objective over there. The Terminators on the outside by the force here to try and make a run over that way. And I put the less strong stuff inside behind this terrain feature here so we can get some cover.
And the tide you're starting in?
Oh, I will be starting off in the Tide of Shadows.
Awesome.
Which is basically just means I always count as being in cover, basically. So.
All right. So for Necron deployment, real quick, we made a castle. If you can't see that, it's been a while since I've done that fun stuff. Starting over here, I've got 4 scarabs, unit of 15 boys, reanimator smack in the middle, 15 more boys, the Lord, Royal Warden, dudes. Big dudes. Really big dude. And then the other 4 scarabs over here. So the plan with the scarabs is just to try to grab some table quarters real quick. And we are in the Sudden Storm command protocol. And we're choosing the directive that gives +1 movement. So that's where we'll go. And we'll roll into my turn. Alright, so back for turn 1 of the Necrons. Very uneventful. All we did was a little bit of shuffling for some board positioning. No shooting whatsoever, but we'll give a quick summary. Moving over here, the Scarabs were able to move far enough to hold this objective right here. The Warriors just scooted up some to stay within the bubble of everything going on over here if we need it. My will be done and was given here, and reanimation was given here by this guy. And then moving over, we had the other Scarabs just kind of taking some cover and screening a little bit because you have Gate of Infinity, so you can jump around. Cool?
Yep.
All right, we'll be back for Josh's turn.
Okay, here we are at the end of my turn 1. A lot happened in my turn, unlike CJ's turn. The Paladins made it a little advanced this way to grab this objectives because I don't want him getting 15 points. So they advanced up here. The Terminator, or my Chaplain, followed them with just a regular move here. Brother Captain popped out. He's holding this objective still. I forgot the Interceptors can either move or shunt, so they ended up just moving here for their 12 inches. The Terminator, moved up just to get across the board, so to get the engage on all fronts. In the actual movement phase, the Purgators stayed in there, and then when it came to the Psychic phase, they did a Gate of Infinity on themselves. My combo worked, from what I've been trying to do here. I did Entombment for Guidance for the Chaplain, and that basically means you can ignore ballistic and hit modifiers. So the reason why I did that on the Purgators, because when they move, they're firing heavy weapons, so then they're -1. So instead, they weren't. They're still hitting on their 3s. They did a gate, they moved up here, and then the Interceptors cast Astral Aim on them. So not only was the no benefit of cover, they can shoot through here, and they were re-rolling their hits. Very good combination, I think. Terminators did Sanctuary. No, I'm sorry. I don't remember.
Yeah, they cast Sanctuary.
Yeah, they cast Sanctuary on the
Interceptors.
On the Interceptors, because that's where I failed. I thought I could do the shunt, but whatever. And then we changed the tide to the tide of
shooting.
And
then we shot a bunch.
Tide of convergence, yeah. And then we did a bunch of shooting. The reanimation protocols is real strong. CJ rolled really well for his reanimation protocols here. I was able to get rid of one of his Scarabs on this flank here from the Chaplain shooting his Fury of Demos. I got rid of 2 of his Scarabs here. And then 4 Warriors, I think.
Yeah.
In the shooting phase?
Yep.
Outside of that, that's pretty much it.
It's fun. A bunch of CP to kill 4 warriors and
Yeah.
some scarabs.
Yeah.
How's that feel?
I want to puke.
All right.
I need my new codex.
Yes, you do. You need 2 wounds. Plus all your cool new magic you're going to get.
Yes. But that's okay. We'll be back for CJ's turn 2.
All right. So Necron's turn 2. We got our fancy CP. We got 10 primary points. We're in the protocol of the Vengeful Stars and a Mephrit, so that means I got both directives, which were pretty decent this turn. So we'll start over this way. And our Scarabs moved up just a little bit. Force the screen where he's got to shoot it to get through here. Warriors came forward, shot here and here, along with the other warriors. Shot here. So we were able to kill the Purgation Squad. And that's pretty much the whole turn. The rest of it was just light shuffling around. My Will Be Done was given to the big blob. And the healing, or whatever it's called.
Living Metal?
Yeah, well, Living Metal healed some stuff. This has the +1 to reanimation was given to this unit here.
Yeah.
I'm bad with names. Learning the new army. I don't have much else. I have 12 points, I think. Josh's has 2 because you got 2 engaged at the end of your turn.
Yep.
And now we're going to get shot up. Alright, so back for the end of the Necron's turn. We did some stuff and some things. And
Stuff and things.
we'll talk about it real quick. I don't know the best place to start. We did My Will Be Done here. And they shot, and we killed the interceptors, things up here. Cleared them off there. These guys, warriors in combat, they got the heal buff from the reanimator. We're still in combat. We're able to knock one of yours off. I think you killed another one of mine. So we're still tied up there. The only other thing that really happened was I had pushed my Scorpec destroyers forward, so I wasn't sure I'd be able to kill the interceptors in shooting. So I wanted them there to be able to attack, but we killed them in shooting. So instead of just stranding the destroyers out in no man's land, we charged into the paladins, which isn't the smartest thing, but we did it. They can't come off the point. I died, and we put 2 wounds on your sergeant with a warning stave.
They ran into demon hammers.
Yes, those are tough. So I think I'm currently at about 24 points, and Josh is at 14. So we'll be back for Josh's turn.
All right, here we are, end of my turn 3, which is the end of round 3. Didn't really do any moving. Stayed in combat over here. I was finally able to get rid of that last scarab.
It's gone.
The principle of the thing, I wanted it gone. We did some shooting into the warriors over here. The guy shaved off 1 or 2 of them.
Yep.
Brother Captain's still staying there. Probably should have maybe moved him. I don't know. He's just kind of
like maybe inside the building, but
whatever.
It's fine.
And then I cannot deal with these dang warriors over here. I got rid of...
You killed
3?
2. I lost 2 in
mortal
from
wounds.
smite.
Yeah.
Yep. And then you killed like 5 or 6, and I saved them all.
Yeah.
That 4-up reroll.
Yeah.
Is really good.
Yeah, it's really good.
So.
I got 2 more points for engage though, so it is a really close game. 26-24. Me. So
yeah.
I'm up by 2 points. We'll see how it ends out.
Turn 4. Let's go. All right, Necron's turn 4. So we'll start on that side of the board. That was a fast camera movement. These guys got My Will Be Done, these warriors. They shuffled over, so we're both fighting over this dents. If I was smart, I actually would have touched the dents, but I forgot about that. Oh well. We were able to kill 1, your sergeant.
Mm-hmm.
So no more warding stave type dude over there.
Right.
My Scorpec Lord's never going to do anything this game, but he's my while we stand we fight, so I don't want to give him up. So he's 5 points, he's hiding back there. My Lord came across here to support this melee that's never going to end, and I just keep passing all my reanimation protocols.
It's so gross.
So, yeah, that's my turn. I think we're at a score of, 36-26 for the Necrons, but you're about to start rolling too. Good.
We'll see you back.
Bye.
All right, here we are. End of my turn 4. Again, fairly uneventful. The reanimation protocols has been way too good.
It's been very strong over there.
Paladins did nothing but stay there, so the chaplain did some shooting, was able to shave off. Out of everything there, I think I got rid of 2 or 3 of them. Our brother captain moved out to where he could see down here towards these warriors, threw out a smite, killed 2 of them. These guys threw out a smite, killed 2, and then reanimation protocols, I think he brought back 1 or 2 of them.
Yep.
So it came down to fighting. He didn't kill anything from mine in the fight phase. I killed the rest of but he has 2 left. Now he's going to do that tricksy little orb thing that I didn't...
Resurrection orb incoming. So
yeah, I don't know how I feel about that. But right now I gained another 10 points and then another 2 points from engage. So I am at 38 to CJ's 36.
Yes.
So I'm outpacing him by 2 points every turn. I'm assuming that's going to end here, but we'll see.
We'll see how it goes. All right, so we're back for the end of the game. Sorry we missed turn 5 there. We had some technical difficulties, but we'll give you a recap. Necrons won, unfortunately.
I mean, I figured they were going to win going into it, but 8th edition versus 9th edition codex. So
oh, yeah, for sure.
We still did as Grey Knights, we did very good in this game.
Yeah.
But, I mean, we'll get there.
Definitely. You ended with 58 points plus 10 for paint. Necrons ended with 65 plus 10 for paint for a score of 75 to 68. So it's still a super close game.
Yeah.
It came down to turn 5. If turn 5 hadn't gone the way it went, you would have continued to pace me the 2 points the entire game, and it wouldn't have mattered. You just would have won because you got engaged before I got the Vermin secondary. But on turn 5, I was able to kill your last few Terminators with that massively regenerated Warriors unit. That happened on my turn 5, so we didn't talk about that.
You got the orb off, right? And you brought back 9?
I brought back 11.
Yeah, 11.
I rolled really high.
If that had not happened, right?
Yeah.
I would have held that.
The objective.
And I would have got 15 points.
Yep. And
I would have probably won the game at that point. But
Yep. So the reanimator, people poop all over it, but, in bigger games, you're able to just shoot it off the board. But here, you didn't have any long-range threats, which is just the general Grey Knight issue.
But to be able to reanimate on 4s and rerolling 1s is really, really good.
Very strong.
We're going to have a new series of videos where we talk about top 8s and, top...
Oh, yeah. Some real faction deep dives where we talk about data sheets and characters, combos, strats, way to build your units, your armies, that sort of thing.
And I can tell you, warriors are... I mean, just think of this game... If you just ran 3 units of 20 warriors and an overlord and a catacomb, command barge, I mean, because they have the same.
Oh yeah, There's an overlord on a vehicle. So.
Yeah, I mean,
yes, sir.
That's the core of that army. Just saying.
Yeah, this Necrons doesn't play very fun, but it plays to win the game. So
how would you have changed anything in your list?
I would have liked to have just more warriors. The Scorpex didn't do anything.
Nope.
The Scorpec Lord literally did nothing other than score me 5 points. Which I guess is pretty good, right? But he just sat there.
Yeah, unfortunately, I didn't really have any... The problem is this army, Grey Knights, requires so many casts, and they require characters to have all the casting. So you have to be able to double up on powers, right? Once he got rid of my Purgators, I lost the Gate of Infinity, so the Paladins... became, I don't want to say useless, but they lost a lot of value there because I didn't have it and they couldn't move. The Smash Bros, as I like to call them, would have done a lot more smashing and would have been way better if I could have got them back in. But we held out pretty well. That list, I think, is a really good all-comers list. Just sitting here talking, that list, those Paladin squads, 324 points, I think probably would be more competitive, at least in this 1,000-point list, is a Dread Knight, fully maxed out, right, with the heavy side cannon, heavy silencer.
Oh, everything.
The sword. And then I could have got 2 more. I got 2 units of servitors in.
Mm-hmm.
So holding the 2 objectives, right, would have been the servitors, and I could have pushed everything else up the board.
Yeah, I feel like you're cornered into using servitors because all your stuff is so expensive.
Yeah.
You need it.
It's
Your
so
range is
overcosted.
24 inches.
Yeah.
And you have to be close. And your servitors are what are able to hold your objectives for you.
Yeah.
Because your troops aren't cheap, and they don't have 2 wounds, and they don't shoot long. Like,
yeah, I mean,
you're just kind of stuck.
It's rough. I still the list performed very well for what it was, then especially being 8th versus 9th. I think the biggest reason why though is because Necrons don't really have any denial abilities as far as sidekick goes. So
no, I mean this was none of that stuff. No crazy Catans or nothing to kind of challenge you in mortal wounds and that sort of stuff. But overall, very fun game, very close.
Oh yeah,
good to get the Necrons out on the board. Took a really long time to play the game because I've never played Necrons. A lot to learn. Yeah. So long they killed our gimbal tonight. So that's why we missed turn 5. Yeah. Sorry. But I don't have anything else to say. You got anything else you want to talk about?
I got nothing else either. I don't think. We're going to start our new deep dive with Space Marines. So we should hopefully have that next week, I would imagine.
Yeah, we'll start working on it real soon. Yeah. But until then, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for your likes, subscribe, shares. Keep hitting us up. Let us know what you want to see and what you think of the content.
Agreed. Thank you.
Goodbye.